I wasn't going to shoot this because this is a side project, but this is going to go aboard Little Girl. This is a very old 1972 Coleman stove. It's one of the old models. Oh, I should have brought the tank out. The tank looks like almost new. But, I mean, everything inside this was full of crud and rust, and I sanded everything out and primed it and painted it. And this is just the inside. By the time I get done, this thing is going to look like a brand new Coleman stove to go aboard Little Girl. And, hey, I had a great big fancy one, and I mean at least twice this size that was in my parents' place. It was just too big. It was just too big to go aboard Little Girl. But this is a small one, and this small one is going to go. And I want to show you the kind of condition this was in. The whole inside looked like that, roached, very, very rusted, very beat up. And I've already sanded this, and it's going to get a little more sanding. But I just wanted to show you what this looked like after all the sanding, all the priming, and now a paint job. And the whole outside of it's going to look like that too. You know, I like doing old stuff. I like taking old stuff and doing a complete refurb on it and making it something you can be proud of and work on, and something that'll be very, very functional. And it's a two-burner instead of that cheapo little $20 propane deal that I have on the boat. And I got no problem with that. It's just that now I've got this. And this is going to be a nice little, very dependable two-burner Coleman camp stove, and it'll work perfect aboard Little Girl. At it, this is the tank. It did not look like this. I didn't have to repaint this. The paint was all there, but it was loaded with cooking grease and black gook all the way around it. This was completely rusted up. I sanded all that and cleaned it with WD-40. But I mean, this tank, by the time I got done all cleaning it up, I'll turn it around here. Looks like a brand new tank. Not perfect, but I'll tell you what, it's awesome for what I'm going to use it for. It'll look like something that's been refurbished. It's a really nice old 1972, just 2 years newer than my boat, little tank to go with my Coleman stove. And like I said, it's just gorgeous. It's going to be a nice little stove. Hope you enjoy this. So this is my little Coleman stove from 1972, I believe. It was majorly rusted, and you saw some pictures in the other segments I did on this. But I very carefully masked off the latch so that it would be all original. I've sanded it, and obviously you're not going to get all the rust off from it, but I sanded it. And after everything was painted, I took the masking tape off and oiled it, so everything's nice and smooth operating and works great. Okay, so that's everything came out just super. This is, by the way, all primed first with Rust-Oleum primer, and then over the top of that, this forest green gloss paint. The only part I left original on this is right here. I wanted to go ahead and leave this original with a yard sale tag that says $10, by the way. I looked online, and this stove fully restored like this would go for a whole lot more than $10. And anyway, these open up to give you some protection against the wind and so forth. And they're not perfect, but what I've done is cleaned them completely. I didn't sandpaper them because I wanted to keep original paint on these, but I basically just went over them with some WD-40 and some steel wool or something like that. And anyway, yeah, they came out good. There's a little instructions which I really don't need because I've kind of done some research on this thing and figured out how to use it. So that's that. This closes up. This lifts up for the you know, for putting your the burners in. But let me now show you what I've done with the burners. Because, well, first of all, let me show you the towel. Let me just one step at a time here. Hang on. Towel that I worked. This is a towel that I worked on top of to get all the rust off from the burners. Let me tell you, they were so complete, and the plate that they came on. Let me get it around here. Okay. Well, I don't know. Yeah, you can see this. Okay, and you can tell from this completely refurbished surface. I sanded all that down. Oiled it. I had some nice machine oil that I think is from Liquid Wrench. Comes out with a nice little container of machine oil. But I completely sanded this top and bottom and coated it with machine oil, and then went to work on these. Here's the thing. When he showed this to me, it was outside. Had been outside for a long time. Everything was rusted. And the cool part was, I even left this a little bit right there. Let's see if I can get that to tune in. Anyway, right there is the remnants of a mouse nest. A mouse nest was all around inside the stove, all around right here. He pulled that whole mouse nest out of there. Now that I've showed that to you, I'm going to sand that off. Hit it with some oil. But I completely refurbished all this, cleaned it up. That was all loaded with rust. And it's not perfect. It shows its age. But you know what? I think that's what's cool about it. It's completely refurbished. It's going to be working perfectly. I've already showed you the tank. And now it's time to put it all back together. I'll do one more segment when I get this all done. Well, guys, it's done. And this only took me about, maybe 8 or 10 hours in my spare time. This is a Coleman, where it was a number. It's a 435E or something like that, whatever. Each one of these old models has a number on it. And the date is stamped on the bottom of it. It's May of 1972. But anyway, really happy about it. This is going to be a great little stove for the boat. And yeah, I like it. And a lot of work went into mostly sanding, sanding and then oiling. I really like the idea of when you've got a nicely refinished surface, sand it out like that. Of just giving it a nice coat of that machine oil helps to keep it, makes it look kind of shiny. But anyway, the tank for this thing was immaculate to begin with. Just a phenomenal that it stayed nice over all these years. And anyway, let's just go ahead and mount it up here. And it goes right in here. Oh, hang on, put that down. There we go. Put that down. This goes in here like this. These two tabs go on the front. They fit right into the two little slots. Oh, hang on. I gotta watch what I'm doing. There we go. And it just fits right in there. And then, you know, I'm not gonna give you a demo because I haven't done this yet. But you turn this up to turn it on. You pump this up. Actually, I think before you even do this, you pump this up like 50 times. It pressurizes the tank. Then you have this up, you know, to turn the knob on to get the gas flowing into the unit. And then after everything is in and this is flowing and everything, then you turn this back down. And hey, I don't know all the logic behind it, but that's what they say. I've watched a few videos on it, but there it is. It's a little stove for a little girl. And yeah, kind of cool. Here. Just want to let everybody know that as of September 21st, little girl's going in the water. 3 years and 9 months. 3 years and 9 months. And I've already talked to PEX It's one of the boat haulers on the Cape Cod. And they're going to be picking me up on this Monday morning. And going to be putting me in Prince Cove down on Cape Cod. And then I'm going to be motoring all the way from Prince Cove down through North Bay, down the Narrows, down to Cotuit Harbor, where we'll be putting on the mast, hopefully, Lord willing, the same day. Some of the details haven't been worked out yet, but the boat hauler's been contacted, price has been agreed upon, and if any of my subscribers want to be there, love to have you. I'll try to get out some specifics at a later time as we get closer to September 21st. But really looking forward to this, guys. Been a long time coming, and I am non-stop right now trying to think of everything, and that's not easy. There's just so many loose ends to tie up, so many things I've got to pack onto the boat, because what's going to happen, I got to preach here on Sunday morning. Sunday afternoon on the 20th, we drive to the Cape. The very next morning, we're in the water. And so this trip, I'm going to be heading down Wednesday, which was 2 days from now. I'm going to be heading down. I'm going to be down there for 3 days. And I'm going to be taking a bunch of stuff. As much as I can remember that I want to get aboard Little Girl, I'm going to be taking down and packing it on and getting everything put away. For one thing, water. I've got a lot of water jugs saved up. My parents have great water on the Cape, so we're going to be filling all those jugs and putting those aboard for water, because I'm going to be putting in going to be putting the mast on in Cotuit, down at Cotuit Town Docks, and I have a mooring all rented out for 2 nights. So I mean, no sooner do we get the boat in the water, mast on, then I can just take the motor over to my mooring, and I'm there for 2 nights. So I can spend a third if I want to spend another $40. But anyway, guys, exciting stuff. Wanted to get this out to you, and God bless. Hope some of you, if you can make it down, would love to have you. Going to be putting in Prince Cove, and probably fairly early, maybe even 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. I don't know. I've got to talk to PEX again and find out what their schedule will allow. So we'll be getting back to you, and just excited, and we'll get you caught up on a bunch of stuff that's already been done and is getting done, and we'll do probably one more video before we do the splash. All right, take care, guys. Have a good evening.